The following is content exclusively available for patrons only on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Thank you guys for supporting what I do.
You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
Exclusively
On Patreon.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the Joe Cronin Show on Patreon. This is Morning Madness. We're going to get mad. We're going to get mad. We're going to kill somebody is what we're going to do. We're going to kill somebody on the show today. We're going to kill the fucking mayor. No, I'm just kidding. Good morning. Good afternoon. It's not morning. It's I got to change it. I thought about changing Morning Madness's name to Cronin Madness. So that might happen. Cronin Madness. And then when it gets uploaded at 1 in the afternoon, it's not retarded that it's called Morning Madness. Listen to this music. I'm here with Jesse, and I have a guest this morning. I'm going to try to have more people on. I got so many fucking shows that like it's hard to figure out everything completely. I'm happy that some of them are solidified, though. Some of them are solid. Like, you know, we know the Raw reviews and the wrestling reviews are there. We know Out of Nowhere on Wednesdays. We know Throwdown is solid. You know, it's got its spot on Corrupted YouTube channel. We got Monetize This. Morning Madness.
It's Patreon, we're still figuring out.
Yeah, Patreon is like, well, Patreon Corrupted is nailed down. Corrupted is nailed down. Me and Leah's podcast is now nailed down, and Morning Madness is nailed down. But I'm thinking about bringing back my like sort of 4-minute to 10-minute videos sometimes, where it's called just. And those would be called, like, Cronin Speaks or something. And so I could just do, like, a commentary on something. And I think that's a good theme to have, to put that on the Corrupted YouTube channel. So, like, when I want to rant about, like, you know, Roseanne Barr's pussy or something.
Right.
You know? I want to talk about Roseanne Barr's pussy. Cronin Speaks episode, you know. What do you think about that?
No, I think that, well, not necessarily just that stuff, but, like, anything that is either bringing back ideas or trying new stuff, I think it's all good because, like you said, you've already got all the other stuff solidified, so now kind of play around and see what else is going to stick, you know?
Yeah, I'll throw everything at the wall.
Plus, we've always been a little random anyway. It's okay if stuff doesn't necessarily always stick. It just needs to, even if it's like 1, 2, 3 times and it's really good and we never do it again.
No.
Those are okay, too.
No, I'm a big fan of Bill Clinton. It's got to stick.
Oh, yeah, mine, you know, a sticker to the wall. And
dude, imagine what that dress looks like now. Imagine that. Like, it's just a big yellow stain.
Oh, no. God. Imagine what it smells like. Better.
No, well, I think it's probably past the point where it even smells now. Now it's
well,
like
you have to get it a little wet again. Spit on it. And
yeah. Now it's just crusted over cum. So anyway.
I was just thinking about, like, you know.
What the hell were you thinking about what?
Oh, like Bill Clinton when he was like a teenager, he just had like his room, it just had a trash can filled with like cum rags.
Oh my God.
And it just smelled like hell in there, you know? Walking, it smelled like, you know, like must and cardboard.
It smelled like hell in there. What the fuck? Oh my God.
Well, just imagine, I mean, oh, it's gross.
Oh my God, dude. Imagine that. Imagine how weird.
You ever pre-came so hard that it like never washed out of your shorts?
No. What the fuck?
I'm the only one then, huh?
Jesus. That stuff can be powerful, though. I'll tell you that.
I thought, you know, fuck you, Ty.
You ever pre-cum so much that you just throw them out so your mom doesn't find them? That's what I do.
I don't give a shit. I just wrap them in another shirt and throw them in the hamper.
No, because but then they stick. That's the problem, though. Then they stick together. So now she's gonna know. Now it's
pull them out. They're stuck in like a Z.
Yeah. You're pulling them apart, and then your mom's just like, "What the fuck is this?"
Oh my God. What was that movie? It was some dumb movie years ago with the fights. I cracked the sheet in half. You know?
Oh my God. Like turpentine disintegrated the blankets when you ripped it apart.
It just turns into dust particles.
I never got the whole sock thing. I never understood what that was.
You never got the whole sock thing?
Yeah, the whole American Pie thing with the sock. I'm like, what are you doing? Just get a towel or like a tissue or something.
If it's all that's like, if you forget, let's say you forget to, prep and everything, you're ready to go, you're almost there, and like next to you is your dresser, you got the sock, like, fuck it, here you go.
Yeah. I'd always be, dude, there was a time, somebody else brought this up recently, I don't remember who it was, but when they said this, it struck a chord with me because I was like, man, I remember that. It might even have been a comedian that told the joke, but they were dead, they were dead on because there was a time when like hand lotion to me was so attached to like jerking off that like when you see hand lotion, whenever I saw hand lotion anywhere or like someone put hand lotion on, I would like go, ooh, like it would be weird because I would think like that's what I used to jerk off. And now someone's like telling me to put hand lotion on and I'm like, what the fuck? No. Oh, I know what it was. I think it was I was watching Funny People and Seth Rogen made that joke in the movie. He was like talking about how he jerked off so much that hand lotion was so familiar that he sees people putting it on. He's like, oh my God, this guy's about to jerk off,
Yeah. How old were you when you realized it was also for the other side of your hand?
I mean, I knew that first. No, I mean, I knew that first it was hand lotion, and then it was hand lotion, and now it's hand lotion again.
I don't know. Now I use, I don't know.
No, now it's
minded.
No, now it's antibacterial soap. Now is what it is. It used to be everybody had hand lotion, but now it's antibacterial soap, and
no, that's no good.
It is no good. You shouldn't really use it that much, but you should only use it if like a minute ago you went out and sifted through garbage. And now you're going out and there's no sinks around. Like that's when you use it. You don't every day put it like we put it in the bathroom. And I'm like, oh man, I don't know. We should really just use some like organic soap. Like
or just like something simple. Yeah, just to get the suds going. Hot water and scrubbing that shit is what gets it out.
Yeah, I mean scrubbing back and forth is actually what kills the bacteria. Like more.
Yeah, I mean unless like you said you've been in the garbage or you've been like around sickness or fucking shit.
Yeah. Yeah, like when it says kills 99% of germs, it's like you don't really need that. Like if you were just walking around the house and you like were, you grab something off the floor and then you put your shoes on and then you were playing with your kids and then you did some stuff, all you need is organic soap and hot water at that point. But if you went outside and you were raking leaves and you grabbed some leaves and put them in a bag and maybe squirrel might have peed in the leaves and stuff like that, that's when you need the 99% kills bacteria. You know, like when you're worried about that type of stuff. But none of us, but they've done a great job of marketing this shit to us.
You know what there is, Joe, is there's well, I'm talking about hand sanitizer now, but they have probiotic hand sanitizer, so it only, it replaces, I guess, the good ones, gives you good bacteria. Well, it's also I think it's only killing like certain ones as well. I don't know. It's expensive though. It's not cheap like the regular shit. But but it was cool because it doesn't kill 99% of them. It only kills the ones you need, and it replaces some. Or if it does kill them, it replaces a lot for you, so that you're not susceptible.
Just eat some yogurt, man. Just eat some of that good yogurt or whatever you need to have.
Well, yogurt fucking isn't as strong as good probiotics.
I thought they had good probiotic yogurt.
Oh, maybe they got
her. But... No, they got you because Leah, when she was pregnant, she had to take that. And then one time she had really crazy antibiotics, and so she had to eat as much like yogurt and like a few other things too. They were like eat all this stuff because it killed all the good bacteria in her.
Yeah.
Like, it was
my mom got C. diff because of. Antibiotics can be pretty dangerous. Like I was saying, my mom got from clindamycin because she took a couple rounds of it. Clindamycin's really bad though. Like that one wipes your gut out, so like you're actually really susceptible to a lot of shit. But either way, probiotics, like from what I've learned, they're not all the same.
No.
And you like the best ones on the market are like Floristore and the Renew Life one, and they're usually pretty expensive. They're like $1 a pill, so you're paying like $50 for 50 of them or something.
How about this E. coli shit? You seen this? There's like a giant E. coli outbreak or whatever.
Isn't there always though?
No, this is a big one though. This is like widespread. It's like all over the U.S. and actually it's taken out all the Democrats. So like, I looked at the map and I was like, wow. because it was like the Northeast.
What was it in?
Well, the whole Northeast, right? And
Yeah.
like New York, Boston, Maine, everywhere, Massachusetts, and whatever. And then only California have had reported really bad cases of this brand new E. coli. It's some kind they haven't figured out yet. And then there's also Canada, people in Canada too. So the way I see it, I think this is a conspiracy by the Republicans to kill the Democrats. You know, they're like shitting in our lettuce or something.
Shitting in our lettuce?
Yeah, they're like, these motherfuckers are going to eat some kale. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to shit all over this. It was weird. It's all like very democratic areas. Like, I'm not kidding. Leah was like, well, that's because we're not fat asses. That's what she said, but I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. It's just really weird. Look at this. Look at the states. A lot of blue states. It's very strange. It's funny. I was watching the map. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, killing all the liberals. I have not seen Roseanne. People keep asking me about Roseanne. The Connors or whatever. I just haven't.
What about her?
I didn't watch it. Nobody watched it. It's the worst show on TV right now.
I didn't know it was on TV still. See?
Well, remember when it came back last year?
Yeah, but then I thought it got taken off just as quick.
No, but then they rebooted with the Connors and no Roseanne.
Oh, Jesus.
And they killed off Roseanne. Because
then why would anyone want to see it?
I know. That's what we said. It's the whole show's gone to hell. They ruined the whole lore of the show.
It's like they had to fulfill their.
Because she called that half black lady an ape or whatever. She said she looked like the lady from the Planet of the Apes movie, the Wahlberg one from back in 2002 or whatever.
Oh Lord.
You don't remember? It's like, but apparently Roseanne said that she didn't. You know, what I mean, she didn't know that the lady was black. You know, because it's hard to tell when you look at her.
Well, that's fine. Like, that's fine. Yeah, I actually get her position. Then she's just
she's just trying to be mean to her, and you know, whatever. She's like, oh yeah, and she put the picture of her next. You know, you look like the Planet of the Apes lady.
Yeah.
She says that about a lot of people. She's called like white people like ugly gorilla face. Like, she just kind of says that shit. She don't know. And
yeah, she's a fucking comedian. Like, this would have been fine 10 years ago.
Yeah, she's also on.
Well, maybe not 10.
I don't know.
But...
She's also on drugs and stuff like that, and she's a little whacked out, you know. But the people on the other side don't buy that. You know, they think like, oh yeah, sure, she's not racist. You know. But
God,
it's hard to tell with some people, you know, nowadays. But I think Roseanne's just always kind of, haven't we always known that she's kind of whacked off?
God, it's funny, dude. Racism's a funny thing. Like, if you fucking just put somebody around something they don't know, or that's unknown to them, or that they've heard about but never been around,
yeah,
immediately they'll show tendencies of being racist or whatever. And it's not even racist. It's just like fearful of the unknown. Most people that don't like black people never really been around them.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Yeah, I think that's
well,
like...
No, really, I'm serious. Like, that's what I've kind of learned in my time.
Yeah, because
like,
they're scared of what they don't know is what it is. So they just kind of... It's easy for them to create a... You know, but once you meet people and you realize, oh, you're like the same as me. It's like the oldest thing in the book. Like, oh, you were like the same as me. And there's not much difference here. There's a little bit, but not really. Oh, why was I racist? You know,
everyone's the same when you're waiting in line for the bathroom, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the cool thing about, like, even when I was a kid and I lived really far away and like from, well, not far away.
That may not be a good metaphor these in 2018 though.
Yeah. So let me see here.
What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Well, I just got an email. I've been getting messages all day from all kinds of people about whatever this and that. And there's this one guy, the Husey or something. He's got a show. He's from Ireland, and he asked me if I could be on his show.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh man, you know, I can do the recording today because I dumped my cunt of a girlfriend." I was like, "What the fuck?" Let me hold on 1 second. I gotta ask him a question because now he's fucking texting me like, "Let's do it right now." All right. So we veered off track. There are a few questions here, and I'm trying to, like, I'm at the point now where I just know so many people that would want to talk or hang out and do things that I'm at the point on my show where I'm like, I'm thinking about, you know, I just bring in guests on every Morning Madness or Cronin Madness or whatever I rename this to eventually, because I just feel like Morning Madness is I don't know. I don't want to lose the name because I think people know it so well, but I kind of...
No, I say continue doing Morning Madness, even if you have a guest on that once in a while.
Even if it's not mornings, you know, it's so weird. I mean, I guess...
It doesn't matter.
You know,
it's about when you know...
Yeah, I mean...
If you release it in the morning, it's...
I thought about Bill Burr, like, because Bill Burr did the Monday morning podcast, and now that's turned into like he uploads and records it at all kinds of different times.
Yeah, it's the way it has to go sometimes. You just gotta do it. I mean, there is something cool about like when you actually do it, and it's one of the first things you do in the morning. There is a feeling to it, but it doesn't really. I don't know if that'll matter too much.
I think this guy does Google Hangouts. I haven't been on one of those in forever.
Oh, geez. Does that still... I wonder if it's any better than it ever used to be.
No, Boland's using it. It actually looks... You know what? It actually looked pretty good the other day when I saw his broadcast. I thought maybe we could try to, get into one again and see how it works. Now,
it actually looks good, huh?
I don't know.
God, it was a little bit... epilepsy would fucking... You'd have a problem.
No, it's still weird. But I heard the audio is better. Like, this guy says the audio is better. And I think he's right, because I watched Kenny's thing, and it looked pretty good. I was like, man, this looks really good. I like it. And the switching was pretty good. And then I realized, I'm like, shit, this is Google Hangout. Because 3 years ago, remember they were going to get rid of it, I thought.
I don't remember that, but I wouldn't have blamed them.
Yeah, they were like, oh, Google Hangout's going away. And I was like, well, good, because they got this new broadcasting thing, and it kind of sucks. But, I mean, not good, because it's always better when you have more options. But then all of a sudden, I don't know how it works now with broadcasting, but then it just never went away. And I was like, oh, they still haven't fucking taken this thing away yet, even though they said...
Well, if they made it better and somehow, like, made the switching a little more smoother and not as... And I don't know. I always liked it. It just, I didn't like it for what we did.
Yeah. I'm going to it now, and I'll type in test. Let me see. Yeah, quick.
It's cool when you're literally hanging out with a couple people, I guess, but...
Quick using Google Hangouts. Look at that. Yeah, I'll go live now. I'm trying it right now. Hey, what was the thing that at the beginning of the show we were going to talk about? Now I don't remember what the hell it was.
Oh, god damn.
Like, well, save that for the show.
I said I was interested because it was something statistical with your show, wasn't it?
I don't remember. I don't even remember.
Fuck, I thought it had to do with, fuck it.
Yeah, we fucked it up.
I, like, remember, it's on the tip of my tongue, because I remember I asked you about it, and then you were about to answer, and you're like, nah, let's save it for the show. We never went into
fucked it up. Well, you know what's weird is, I'm looking at the,
I feel like it had to do with your stats.
Yeah, maybe it did. It had something to do with the show, yeah, that's for sure.
That's for sure, yeah.
This, Google Hangouts has not changed at all, at least on the way that the whole switchboard and everything operates. It legitimately seems to be the same. It's just funny.
Yeah.
I'm trying to turn on the camera. I can't do that. There it is. Yeah.
On Hangout?
Yeah, on the Google Hangout. It's so weird to go into.
You probably have to go reset up your settings because it's been so long, don't you think?
No, I figured it out. Yeah, I got it. It's just so weird. I haven't used it in so long that it's like surreal to be inside the Google Hangout after being so long.
Because, I mean, that was even wasn't that how you guys did the first Monetize This?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Share the permanent link, book, and come back anytime.
I keep forgetting to write shit down because I just don't usually feel good half the time, and I'm just listening to them while I'm doing stuff.
Should I send this to you? I'm going to send this to you. See if you can pop in. We'll see.
Okay. We'll just those old shows have a lot of gold on them.
Yeah, they did, yeah. It's weird.
Even the ones that I missed, I'm starting to get into those. Where are you sending it at?
I sent it to your Facebook.
Okay.
Just for the fun, come in and let's see what it looks like. I'm curious to see what it looks like when you have two people in here. Let me see. That's so weird. But yeah, I mean, fuck. Let me get to my the Patreon questions, since I'm gonna do about. Well, I'm gonna get to this guy's interview in a few minutes. Sausage. Sausage says, "What's your favorite thing to eat on Thanksgiving?" I mean,
okay, fuck.
Man, I don't know. You don't have to get into it. If it doesn't work, it's all good.
No, I was gonna say, will it let me use the mic while I'm using the mic here?
I don't know.
Hang on. So you were about to join. Yeah, I know. How come it won't let me?
Will not let you in?
Oh no, I gotta check mark that. Okay.
My favorite thing to eat on Thanksgiving, I don't know. It's like green bean casserole I like, and mashed potatoes, and then with gravy, and then like stuffing. Like those three things: mashed potatoes, stuffing, and gravy. I don't know. Then the turkey, I guess. But you know you're gonna pass out if you eat it. If I eat turkey now, I just fucking just pass the hell out. Oh yeah, there you are. I see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you are. Present to everyone. Oh, so I can choose to put you on, or I can hide you.
Yeah.
Let me start.
I turned my mic off in there though, so that it's not echoing around.
I'm gonna start the broadcast. It's
I see it's echoing on your fucking end.
Oh yeah, I hear that. That's weird.
Just hit your microphone in the Hangout.
What? Oh, turn
Click
it
on
off.
your microphone on the Hangout. It'll mute it so it doesn't echo.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Oh no, and then you'll probably have to do your sound.
Well, no, I'm just kind of. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm trying to see how it switches between us.
Oh, I don't have a.
Oh, there it goes.
If
It's
I
live
click
now.
on you and click on me, it does, but I don't know how it does it as far as when we're talking. Doesn't need to because there's not more than two of us.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Right. Plus, we're not broadcasting somewhere, and even if we were, it would just put us side by side.
Oh yeah, I'll just mute. I'll mute you there. Oh yeah, see now it takes over, and if I mute me, then it takes over and
Goes to me?
yeah. See how back and forth it goes?
No, I don't. Where am I gonna see? I don't see shit.
Oh, okay. I can send you the link to it. You probably shouldn't.
What do you mean? Send me the link. I'm in the fucking thing.
But I sent you the.
I see you.
I sent you the link. I sent you the YouTube link. What everybody else would see if they were watching. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Sausage. I don't know. Do you even eat? Are you even doing anything? What are you doing for Thanksgiving? If I had my choice, I could just drink a bottle of bourbon and pass out. I don't know. Gatekeeper Drew says, "What's your favorite and least thing about social media?" Shit, man, I don't know. I guess my favorite thing about social media is how easy it is to interact with everybody, I guess. I mean, I don't know, and how you can kind of leverage it to create a show, you know, like I've done. I mean, I created my whole career at this point around social media in a way, so I mean, I don't know, like YouTube isn't really social media, so maybe not. I mean, the worst thing is how much we depend on it. The best thing about it is how much I depend on it, and the worst thing about it is how much I depend on it. So that would be you know, what I would say about that as far as social media goes. But you know, it is what it is, and that's basically all I think about that. Hey, what's up? Jesse's back.
Yeah, there we go. Fucking, does Skype ever do that to you where all of a sudden it just shuts down?
Rarely, but yeah, it's happened
It does
before.
that to me all the time during our shows, all this shit. Usually, though, it says, like, I can join back into the call, but there was nothing to join this time.
Right. Michael Keene says, you gonna be giving the stuffing on Thanksgiving? I don't know what that means. Yeah, I'd like to stuff Leah.
Wait, what happened here? So, are we still on Hangout or not?
No, I closed everything. I just want to get the rest of the podcast done.
Okay, so it was working, yeah?
Yeah, it was working.
So my question before I got booted was, so you can run these at the same time while we're doing a show if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Breaking Oz has the next question. He says, what's one thing about your channel that you like, and what's one thing that you'd change? Breaking Oz 96. One thing I like about my channel, I mean, I don't know. About what I do. I mean, one thing I like, I guess, is about, I don't know, I guess I like the support that I get on my channel. Otherwise, that would kind of suck if I didn't have the views, the people, the commitment by the listeners. And one thing I would change is I wish that I had created a popular wrestling channel, and I had Joe Cronin Show as a separate show. Because then I would like to do a show. I'd like to do the Joe Cronin Show, and then I would like to do wrestling content. You know, that's what I wish it would have been separated in a way. But there's
I still think there's a way eventually, man, for it to all come together under your Joe Cronin name, but we'll see.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. But the problem is, so many people that don't like wrestling are like, fucking, what is this wrestling? I'm unsubbing, you know? Fuck this.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I'm saying it would have probably... Because as much as you get the wrestling people that aren't there for a lot of other stuff, so I mean, it's like, so what? Like, I feel like, I don't know, man. It's harder to start the other thing
Yeah.
I don't know. You already built a brand and a name and like something that people can depend on in Joe Cronin Show. So
Yeah.
I feel like no matter what people say, even if it's like, oh, what's all this shit? I was here for wrestling. More people are going to be there for the whole experience than just the wrestling. So I think it would still win out for you to do it under JCS eventually.
I think it's more personal too with how I have it my name. I mean, although I'm a bit of a character and it's not really my name kind of, but like it's more of a personal thing. Like this is me. I'm putting it out there. Yeah. And that's it.
I still feel like it's always been the way to go. It's been the brand since day one.
Yeah. And I mean, Corrupted's doing all right. You know, that's had a couple little viral videos. And recently the wrestling stuff's doing really good. This last 2 weeks, I've been putting more time into my wrestling episodes, and they're killing it right now. Like, I gained 1,000 subs this week. Or this, no, this month. But I gained 450 subs in the last 7 days. And
you made it over 60,000, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I mean, the views right now are crazy. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on, but it's like, this shit's going nuts. I mean, it's not going that nuts, but it's going more nuts than it was. Like, all my numbers are up, which is pretty damn incredible. You know, for right now, you know. What, was that you whacking off?
No, it's me clicking.
Oh, no. That sounded like masturbation. Oh. Oh, my God. What are you doing, man? What are you doing to my life with that? You're killing me. Oh, shit. S.Dollar, Jesse. He just finished another beat for me or something.
Oh, nice. Wait, so like a whole song, or you mean, or a beat for you to rap on?
No, well, he finished a song, I think. I don't know if it's done yet.
Nice.
He said he was...
Dude, he seems to be, like, flinging them out there, man. Like, he's just killing it.
Yeah, actually, it's not done yet. He says he's editing it. But, yeah, I can't wait for that. I thought I was going to... I will unveil it right now.
He's got a way of, like, I like how a lot of these guys, and he's probably, like, up there at the top with it. Him and Heist are, like, they have this way about them where they have the songs will be different, but they'll have a flow about them that you can kind of count on.
Yeah, it's weird. They're structured really well.
It's their unique style that they do, and it kind of is in every one of their beats, even if it's different songs. There's something similar about them that you know what you're getting.
It's funny. Shit. I was saying how back in the day when I used to rap stuff like randomly, like we still do now, in 2013 and 14 and 15. We'd be like, oh, someone call up to, like, whatever, challenge Joe, and the only person, nobody really did, and then, like, Tommy was terrible. But Pro Violence had a couple, and they were pretty damn good, and that was a long time ago. And it was just funny that Pro Violence lost to Tommy in the battle. Like, I was like, oh, my God. Pro Violence, man, he was, like, the one guy who could, back in the day, could rap, and now all these other guys have come out of the woodwork. And they're fucking really good. Like this competition wasn't here like 4 years ago.
No, it's actually like I told my mom we're doing a rap thing, and she, you know, she's heard stuff over the years, and she's like, "Oh God!" And I said, "No. This whole thing's like, people are coming out with like good shit. It's like Jesus."
Yeah, I mean,
because I would have thought the same thing, and then I went and listened, and I'm like, man, these guys are all. I mean, even you fucking around like was bringing it. Tommy fucking, I couldn't believe he won.
Well, dude, like Heistman has had a couple good ones before any other battle stuff started. He had a couple good ones just sending it to me. The whole thing started with you know, I think like, you know, S.Dollar was making these, other people were making them, you know, I was always making them, and then, you know, then they decided to do this battle thing. But I mean, these people are all making these for a while now. But
yeah, but it's time to put it out there and time to have fun with it. And I love that, man. Because people are, I feel like it's bringing more of people out of people, like out of themselves. It's bringing more of them out, and I like seeing that.
But what was I gonna say? S.Dollar or no, Heistman did that whole that fucking insane rap on Renegade. That was like insane. Did you hear that? Dude,
I heard it when you played it eventually.
Oh my God, dude, he like went in on Renegade's like fucking family or whatever. Oh, it was crazy.
No, I heard it. I felt like I said then. I felt like it.
Did we really play it? Oh yeah, we did play it. I thought you.
It went like instead of, like from 1 to 3 really quick. It did. There was no 2. Like he didn't wait for Renegade to like up it. Renegade said like one thing.
Yeah, Heistman really went.
Heistman just said, "Nah, we go into the end game."
He went for the jugular.
So I felt like it was a little harsh for, you know, what was being thrown around. But other than that, man, It kind of got this whole thing started.
Oh my god, dude! He's calling himself Voodoo nigga?
Who?
Iceman, that's his name.
Oh,
on
I love
his
it,
fucking
dude. With
channel,
the fucking,
dude.
He's got the skeleton behind him.
Oh my god, dude! What the fuck is this? I didn't see this yet,
dude.
Voodoo nigga, like what?
Where's he calling himself this at?
On his channel.
Oh, I love it.
What the fuck? It looks like Papa Shango.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, dude.
I love Iceman. He's full of shit.
Look at this.
I'm gonna send a special shout out to Jake.
That's what I kind of liked about all these raps lately, was like nobody was into like, you know, hurt anybody or harming. It was all about like having fun and fucking, and that was like, but trying to kick each other's ass though too. You wanted to win, so I thought that was cool.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
You still losing it over the voodoo?
Yeah.
thing?
I can't deal with that. When did he do the Rent-A-Fraud song or whatever? Did he take it down?
Shit. That was,
I think he took it down, to be honest.
Oh, he might have, because they probably squashed it since then, man. So,
yeah.
I could see that.
It was like, I wish I saved it, though, because it was so brutal that I wanted to keep it. Like,
it would be on that monetize this that we,
He could have just blanked it out, right? He could have been like, he actually could have, he could bleep it out when he's like, says his mother's full name.
No, yeah, he could bleep out any of the personal shit, honestly.
And actually it would work because he sets it up, then he says it, but if you bleeped half of it, you would understand that he's that savage that he just gave it out. But he did bleep it out to keep it safe, but oh shit, he knows it. Like so that could be just as good without, you know, putting it out there. But the funniest thing was that Renegade then like doxed himself or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I understood though, like he fucking felt like it was already out there, and it really kind of wasn't. It was, but it wasn't. Nobody was, you know, gonna go after that info.
Yeah.
But either way, like I understood his side.
No, I got either one of them. I just don't know why. I guess my only thing in the whole thing was I just didn't get why Compton was that mad at me, because I literally, you know, heard it and I thought to myself, well, I'm not going to play it. You know what I mean? You don't want me to play it and it's a little messed up. So I told,
was he mad at you yet?
Yeah, because then he left my Patreon completely.
Oh, that night. That was before you played it. That's right. Well, kind of because, you know.
That night he lowered it. He lowered his Patreon, and then like the next day he deleted it. He like
after you played it.
No, I didn't play it, and then I played it.
We played it that night, man.
Nope, it was the week that I didn't play it, just the thread of it. And I told him.
Oh, got you.
I told him I won't play it, dude. I told Joe Compton, I said, dude, I will not play it. I won't play it if you really don't want me to.
That's when he came on and they talked back and forth, right?
Yeah, they fought a little bit, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And that's when then he doxed himself.
Yeah, I remember. Okay, that was.
And I said,
night.
well, why'd you do that? And then he lowered his Patreon. But then
for some reason, I thought it all happened in the same night.
No, yeah. Then it was a week later, 2 weeks later, a week later, and I said, you know what?
It was a week later, I think. Yeah.
F it. He left the Patreon. He's mad at me. He's tweeting out things like, you know, Drew and these other guys are my real friends. Like they're the only two that really care about me.
It got made such a deal already, like, or that it.
But he went after him on the show, so it's like, dude, what? Wait a minute, like, so it's like one person says, "Hey, fuck you, dude," and then the other guy says, "Well, fuck you," and then the other guy says, "Well, fuck you, dude, I'll cut you," and then the other guy says, "Well, you know what? Your mother lives at 22 Vegas Street," you know, and then he looks at me like it's my fault. I'm like, well, it's not my fault, you know, and then you tell me not to air it, so I don't.
Well, no, I think weren't we the ones, or like, see, I'll even throw myself in there. Weren't we the ones who kind of brought the whole thing up to begin with on the show?
I mean, maybe, but it's not really though, because Heistman brought it up. He kept bringing it up, like, yo, fuck that guy and everything.
Oh, okay.
And I took his call too. I took both their calls.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Okay. I was trying to see where it originated.
No, it
on
was
the show,
really like
know.
I couldn't believe that like he got mad at. He obviously was mad at me. He's not mad anymore.
Well, you know what? Same reason I was probably a little mad. Like the reason I was probably mad at you too was because I think maybe he felt you would completely stick up for him or something, or like you were going to stick up for him or something. But I don't know. Maybe he felt like I don't know, and you kind of were actually. That's the thing. That's why I'm with you on the not knowing why, because you weren't playing it. You know, so you kind of were sticking up. So I don't know.
This guy, the guy in Ireland who wants to put me on, he goes, "Hey, sorry, man, just give me a few minutes. I just got a confirmation email from Bruce Pritchard," because he's having Bruce Pritchard on, I guess. I'm like, this guy should work for me. And he goes, and at the same time, I got Kenny Bolin free right now, the same time as you, so just give me a minute. I'm trying to figure it out.
He said all that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wait, Jesus.
What about Jesus, I tell you.
Slap your mother's face.
That's awesome, though, man. Good for him.
Kenny Bolin's been DMing me a bunch, like, let's do something.
Is this guy like run a clean show or something?
Not really. I mean, but you know, he does. He was saying the last guy swore so much. He's like, damn, I'm gonna have to edit the shit out of this, because I guess he edits all the swears out on YouTube.
Okay,
and I'm like, oh, man.
I guess that's so he does. So he
doesn't.
Gets these guys to
he doesn't run it. No, he doesn't run it on iTunes though, and he doesn't get a lot of views. He's a smaller guy.
Well, it's interesting. I don't know how they get. Well, Pritchard, I don't know how hard he is to get.
He must be emailing people like crazy, I guess.
But Bolin cusses and shit.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, his podcast, there's lots of swears. This guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, let me see. What's his name? I don't know. He doesn't have a lot of. Doesn't get a ton of views. That's cool, man. Yeah, it's like he's a little.
I love that you're in the middle of the emails though, but with like you're up there amongst all these other guys. That's cool shit.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's Oh, you know what's weird is this guy liked my Oh no, wait a minute. Okay, so yeah. So his last he had Pat Buck on, which is Ryback's old co-host. I mean that, you know, he did 170 views on that. You know, he does about 100 views on his episodes. So it's a smaller show.
So it would help him quite a bit. Like getting, you know,
I mean, it'd probably help him more to be on people's shows and advertise his show
than to have you on his.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Unless you, well, not necessarily. If you advertise it for like a few days on your channel really well, a lot of your guys will go over there and at least watch it.
I mean, I'd like to hire this guy to fucking book people on my show. This is what I need, is somebody to see. Look, he interviewed Conrad Thompson. He's interviewing Conan and Disco and Vince Russo and all these people. You know, I've actually interviewed most of those people, but there's, you know, it's just bizarre that, you know, he goes around and is able to get all these people. But I don't know. We'll see what's up.
Well, I mean, it depends. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You have gotten a lot of those people, so it's just, you're saying you want someone to get the people or to interview them?
I want to get somebody who can book people for me.
Okay.
Jake is working on it now for me too, and basically what I do is I offer people, you know, I pay, you know, give people money for like going to book people.
Yeah, I used to try and get people to come on for free on Twitter, but it was always a timing thing back then. It probably is with money too, huh? Does it always come down to like timing, or is it money? Like for reasons why they don't book?
No, it's, you know what it mostly is persistence. I mean, I could probably do it if I wanted to, but the multiple emails back and forth and time and book and this and that, like, it just becomes so crazy that it's like, all right, you
really need one or two people in the case, really.
Yeah,
so that you got like,
and you get no responses back from like most people, and so it just becomes a hassle of a thing. I'd rather pay someone like, hey, you know, here's whatever, a couple bucks to like every time you book somebody, you know? And it doesn't take that much. I don't know. I'm not really sure, man. Either way, I don't fucking know.
But they also have to know what times you're available to. Like, it has to be like a...
Yeah. Well, that's why Jake will be like, hey, would you have this time and this time and this time? This is when he's available. And I'll tell him whether it works or not. So,
well, then you kind of got someone on it, really. It just, I don't know how often he feels good enough to do it, but...
Yeah, well, I just told him, like, hey, whatever. You get somebody, and here it is. You know, Bailey used to be pretty decent with it. Bailey would actually get responses from people. I don't know why.
Here, motherfucker. You coming?
Yeah. You better come on or I'll fucking fight you or something. No, but Bailey would do pretty good, but then he got in a big fight with... Bailey always got into fucking, like, fights with people. Like, Colt Cabana. You know, that was... Bailey always got into fights with people. He got in a fight with like Colt Cabana and
oh shit!
I mean, so many people. Then he called Colt Cabana a pussy, and Colt Cabana heard it, And when me and JD were at WrestleCon in the booth doing our podcast, and Colt Cabana came up to the window and put his nipple on the glass, and I'm like, oh, Colt Cabana just gave us his nipple, you know. And then Colt pulled back, and I think he noticed it, like it was me, and he pointed at me, and he was like doing this thing like, Joe, like, and then he backed away and he went back to his booth, and then I went over to his table later on to talk to him for a few minutes, and I was like, yeah, man, sorry about the whole thing with my producer and everything and whatever. He's like, oh, man, it's all bullshit, whatever. I was pissed off. He was pissed off. I don't know, fuck it. I never heard back from him again after that and whatever. And I was like, yeah. I was like, we still want you on the show, though. I mean, so I took his card and we talked a little bit, and that was it, man. But he was really cool when I saw him. And I said, well, Ryback hates me, too, so maybe me and you can tag up against Ryback or something. He was like, yeah. He's like, and I got to keep looking to my right and see him over there. He's going to come over here and fucking... Well, then we talked about how he worked with Ryback the night before. I think the night before, I believe, he had a match with Ryback, and he was kind of worried, you know, I think in the locker room, like, hey, we're cool, right? Like, we're going to go out there. And Ryback's like, I'm not going to go out there and hurt him or anything, you know, I mean, it's professional, you know, it's whatever it is. We used it in the match. You know, because they had that whole beef because CM Punk said that shit on Colt Cabana's podcast about Ryback. So Ryback was kind of shitty to Colt Cabana. So it was just one big fucking mind fucking Florida at WrestleMania. What the hell WrestleMania was that, 33? You muted?
I wasn't here, so...
Oh, yeah. Was it 33 then?
Wait a minute. So it was it the good WrestleMania?
Yeah, it was the good one then. It was 33, because 34 was last year. It was awful. This is 35. That was 33. Yep, that was 33.
Wait. I thought 30... Okay. Which one was the shitty one with Triple H at the end?
All of them? No, I don't...
The one with him and Roman.
No, that was, I think...
or was that one?
No, that was the one before, I think. That was
like Dallas, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Roman versus Triple H, Mania. Yeah. It was Mania 32. Yeah, so that was the year before.
So you went to 33.
Well, I was there, but, dude, I mean, I actually... Have you ever seen my documentary of the time there?
No, man, I was gone through all that, so I've heard about it from you, like, but I haven't seen any of that footage. No.
Oh, okay, I should send you the video because it's kind of funny.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. Shit.
Cool stuff. No, I flew back. I flew back in the morning because I wanted to be home to do my review. Because obviously the views, the subs, you know what I mean, and all that stuff. I wanted to be home to do that. So I flew the fuck home like. As soon as that morning. So I didn't actually go to WrestleMania, crazy enough.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. I mean, it sucks, but it's awesome that, like, it's cool because you knew what priorities you had. So
yeah. You know, I'll never forget it.
And that's kind of how this is now. It's more than being a fan. You have to...
Well, it's weird because that was, unfortunately, like, I don't feel like I'm in anymore. Like, what I can say about that year, about the year of WrestleMania 33... was I felt I would say from the beginning of that year to the beginning of WrestleMania 34, like around that time, but especially WrestleMania 33, especially that year, 2017, the entire the middle of 2016 to the entire 2017, I really felt like I was sort of like an insider person at the time because I felt like special about stuff. I went to about 15 wrestling shows, about 15 WWE shows in the year and a half. And almost all those tickets were comped to me by, you know what I mean, WWE. So it was like I was following the circus for a little while. And some of it, and then we took a stop and went to WrestleMania and flew down there. And, you know, I met Tommy down there. We hung out with JD's place with Tommy. We went to WrestleMania Access. Me and JD got recognized every second, you know, by people. It was like probably like 1 out of 4 recognized me, and then like the other ones were all recognizing him, or they knew. That's
still fucking pretty awesome, all the way in Texas, bro.
Yeah, it was pretty well in Florida.
Or not Texas. Where were you, Florida?
Yeah, but it was cool. You know, I got to be on stage at the Wrestling Darlings with, you know, the guys from What Culture. You know what I mean? Fucking millions and millions of subs, like a big What Culture. company, and there's Adam Blampier. I'd watched his videos for a while. You know, I got to meet Grimm's Toy Show. Finally met Grimm. Always been cool with Grimm, but got to meet him. Got to meet Botchamania. I mean, Matthew. That was crazy. Steven Larson. They were great. You know, and hanging out with all of them on stage. Brian Zane put the whole thing together.
You're still in. The thing is just like you're not.
I just kind of do my own thing, but it's just, but my point is, and we're going to be at WrestleMania next year, so it's going to be a lot of fun, but it's just that year and a half was very fun. Like, it was a very fun time.
That's awesome.
It was like, dude, the pop, there was like a huge pop. I thought because I was the smallest YouTuber that, you know, when I went out on the stage, when they played my video on the stage, you know, beforehand, that it would be like kind of like, oh, you know, kind of like a groan almost, like, oh yeah, Joe Cronin, whatever, we're here for the What Culture guys or JD or the Grimm or whatever, you know, especially Grimm and What Culture and Steven Larson with their way more subs than we have, and especially me at the time, I had like 30,000 subs, so, you know, whatever, and there was like a big huge cheer for like when I popped up, and I was excited about that. I was like, wow, I thought I was gonna get buried, and even JD leaned over, he's like, man, you gotta pop, man, you gotta pop, see. And I was like, yeah, that was pretty cool. So that whole experience, man, meeting people that listen to the show, some of the people that I met probably don't listen to the show anymore, but some of those people still listen to the show, like Liz and so many other people. But to meet them in person, like for a second only, really, to hug them and shake hands with them, or I signed stuff for people, I took photos of people, and just it was such a fun fucking thing to do. Like, it was really fun. Like, it was crazy fun. Yeah, that time though was great. And then like we're at SmackDown at Mohegan Sun, SmackDown in New Hampshire, you know, SmackDown in Boston, Raw. You know, I did a lot of shit that during that time that was a little bit different. And now it's time kind of, I think, to focus again back on what, you know, kind of got me started here with making the channel a little bit better. So that's what I feel like we're doing. And this was a great little podcast that we've done here so far here, like Morning Madness with Jesse on board. We ended up doing an After Dark, kind of, but...
Well, honestly, I don't know, man. Fuck the names. It's just, I feel like it just kind of...
It's all just a show.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's Morning Madness, throw it up for that. Like, it all works.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think this is one of those episodes I was going to put up for half free on YouTube, so, you know, this will probably make it on YouTube, maybe even in full for free, because it's been a while since I put a full episode up. But
you were talking... Oh, sorry.
No. Go ahead. I don't have...
Well, you were talking about earlier about, like, some shows are solidified and we're still figuring out Patreon. Like I do want to get whether it's After Dark or which that's another one, like that may not be done like at night either. That's probably going to be one of those things. But like I want to solidify a time for that shit. Yeah. So it's a little more consistent.
I think one of the things too that made like, you know, I don't want to get into it.
I'm available all throughout the days, man. I mean, pretty much like.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting around managing pain. Like I can do a show. So,
yeah, no, this was great. I mean, I enjoyed being able to talk to someone on here. I always enjoyed talking to people. I mean, just this morning I was talking to my neighbor, and I ate his ass.
You brushed your teeth after you talked to me, so you could talk to him.
I used after I did that, I put antibacterial soap on my mouth.
Okay. See, that's what it's for, people.
That's one of those things. No, but not if you bleach it. If he had bleached his spot, then I would have been all right, probably.
His spot.
Yeah, Gavin just walked in the room, so.
Did you bleach your spot? I don't want to get messy.
Yeah, well, I censored it for the kids.
Oh. Spot.
Yeah, that's my censor word.
Well, you know, and if you have a dog named Spot and you get a little weird, you can have Spot lick Spot.
Oh my God! Well, now that's like animal abuse now.
Not really. Peanut butter's involved. They get food.
Oh, we can't have peanut butter in my house anymore.
Oh Jesus, that's true.
If any of that touches Finn, he's dead.
They like anything jelly. Jelly's sticky though.
Oh, jelly's kind of that's yeah. Well, maybe fluff. I mean, peanut butter is kind of sticky too. I mean, isn't it all?
Yeah.
But fluff is real sticky too, actually.
That's got to give the dog the shits.
Oh yeah, because there's so much sugar in it. It would there's no doubt that would definitely
kill their pancreas, huh? Jesus.
That's the worst. That's what you don't want. Like the pancreas scares me. That's like the worst thing for anything. Like you're dead if you get pancreas. cancer.
Well, or it's like really painful and it's really aggressive. So it's just one of those things where, yeah, that's why I stopped giving my animals because like that was always a thing. Either the pancreas or the kidney, it would come from getting the wrong kind of food over their life or getting people food. It's just not good for like their pancreas. So it's
well, even I'm like trying to eat better, and stupid I eat McDonald's.
Hell yeah, it's as much as we can. Shit.
I'm trying because like I don't know what the hell this shit. I gotta lose this fucking cholesterol. I gotta lose 20 pounds, man. It's so stupid that I weigh the other day I weighed 220. Get out of here.
You been doing good about staying away from alcohol, or?
Yeah, pretty much. It's just unmonetize this, and I might not. I might not drink
keep
anymore.
It moderate with that shit. Like that'll help tremendously. And then if you get rid of sodas completely, you're still in that zone where that still works. To get rid of those things, and you'll lose like 10 pounds easy.
I can remember at 27, I was eating crazy shit, and people were like, "Damn, you don't gain weight. Look at what you're eating." And I'm like, "Yeah." And it was like literally that next year that it was like 28 that it was like goodbye.
Yeah, I've learned that if I do stuff, because I got to be careful, because if I gain too much weight, like my body hurts more. So it's kind of like it's moderation. Like if you do something every day and it's a little bit much, and then that's gonna fuck with you. But if you do a lot, like you said, once a week, if you kind of go hard once a week, it's not as terrible.
Yeah, I think
or if you do really, really small amounts of something, like a glass of wine every night isn't gonna.
Yeah, I don't think it's been good. I don't think it's been the best thing to slam, to get slam drunk on Fridays though.
No, I don't think necessarily that. Yeah, I would.
It's
still
every
moderate
Friday.
it, but
because every Friday I wake up with like I'm hungover and shit, and like my side hurts, and I'm like, oh, maybe So, but I think I gotta calm down.
Drink like, water beforehand or while I'm drinking, whether it be coffee or alcohol, because it just. But it's hard, It's just it doesn't. It's hard. It doesn't. I
saw that coffee was like one of the things that helps clean your liver. I was like, really?
Yeah, it does a lot of good shit, but it also
gives you heartburn and rips up your esophagus.
Yeah, and it I feel like it doesn't do my kidneys much service.
Yeah, that's true.
But
grapes are good too.
It does
man.
have a lot of benefits.
Grapes are decent.
What?
Grapes are decent. I don't know why I said that. I just go, grapes are decent. I don't know why I said that. I just want some fucking grapes to eat, man. I ate like 30 grapes the other day, and then I felt terrible afterwards. Like, I mean,
oh wow,
they were great tasting, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I feel like shit now.
You thought you were like a king just eating fucking grapes, just like.
Yeah. Oh my god, it was weird. I think we got everything in I wanted to get in on this. We did an hour.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It, went all over the place like it should.
Have you seen the memes for the neck guy? There are so many fucking memes for this neck guy.
I sent a couple on Twitter to you that, they're fucking nuts.
I retweeted a bunch of these, actually. Like, there's, like, the Star Trek, and he's Worf, and it says the next generation.
Oh, God.
Then there's the internet stays undefeated by the Beard Gang. He sent me a picture of Bill Cosby washing that 6ix9ine rapper's hair or whatever in prison. Then there's the Beetlejuice one that you sent with him with his with the neck.
It's fucking insane. Like, I don't know if
There's
that
so
guy,
many memes. I don't know dude, I don't know if anyone's been this memed before as much as this guy with his neck.
Other than that, the moths recently.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, like there was a lot of moth memes going around everywhere, but other than that.
No, but this is some kind of next level shit.
Yeah, he went crazy, dude.
And by the way, if you want something good to listen to, I don't know if you've heard it, but Jake the Snake Roberts on Joe Rogan the other day.
Ooh.
It's fucking amazing.
Wow, thanks for telling me that. Cool.
Yeah, you could go listen to that. That's his latest podcast. It's up there. It was great.
Yeah.
At one point, he did the thing where, because, Jake's kind of like still a little bit like self-loathing / needs to talk about his life and stuff, which I get because he's got a lot of damage there. But now that he's sober, he talks about it a lot. And at one point, Joe Rogan's talking back and forth for a few seconds at the beginning, but then Jake just goes into everything like, and my dad molested me or molested my mother. My mother raped the fuck out of me. He talks about his mother raping him. and him being like, you know, it wasn't fun. You know, somebody was like, "Oh, she's hot though," or at school, like your stepmom's hot or whatever they said, or his mom. I don't know if it was a real mom or stepmom, but and he's like, "Yeah, but it wasn't hot to me." He's like, "It was awful." And
wasn't hot to me, honey.
Wasn't hot to me. She showed me her clam. Joe, can you imagine if you had seen your mother's clam? It smelled.
Like, he was really going in everything. It was funny. It's really funny. It's good. I actually fell asleep to it, and I had nightmares. Like, I keep doing this. I keep leaving YouTube on, and then, like, what happens is whatever I'm falling asleep to is fine, but then, like, eventually after, like, 4 episodes play, like, 3 hours into YouTube playing stuff auto, like, it gets into something weird. And, so, I'm listening to a Joe Rogan podcast, which is fine. But then another one plays, and I'm sleeping. And then once I hit that sort of, like, weird REM sleep time, then, like, a new video pops on, and it's, like, true murderers or something. And they're like, John Winston was 16 years old when he bought the gun. He went to Lacey's house, and that's when he shot her in the face 3 times. And, like, and it's going into detail about all these things. And I'm, like, sort of hearing it in a way without realizing it, and I'm dreaming about shit, like horrible stuff. It's like I woke up to it one night and I was like, oh my god, like, and I was having dreams all night that I was going around shooting people and then like cutting myself, and then somebody was coming to kill me. And then I saw what I'd been watching on the YouTube, and I realized what manifested in my dream was me watching a show about a guy who killed 3 people, but then one of the wives who was killed's husband got revenge on him by stabbing him to death. Like, and so, like, I pieced it together, like, oh, I'm like, that's why I dreamed about horrific murder last night. It wasn't a dream, really. I was hearing this. Fucking don't do that.
Yeah, dude, what really fucked with my dreams, and, like, when I was using nicotine patches, especially when they're really strong.
I heard about that.
I've even told some people, like, I probably would use those for myself if I was getting into lucid dreaming, because, man, the dreams get incredibly vivid, and it magnifies it. So, like, there was one moment where I realized I was dreaming, and I was able to snap myself up awake. Yeah. And I feel like if I would have kept doing that, I probably could have got into where I was controlling dreams, but I was kind of scared because I was like, man, and plus I just wanted to sleep. I would wake up tired. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. You know, but
dude, those are.
I don't like dreaming when it's so vivid and when it's so like.
Oh, you don't like that? I weirdly do like it. Like, I mean, well, if it's good,
because my psyche sucks. I'm all still in pain when I'm in my dreams. Everything's even worse in my dreams than it is when I'm awake. You know, and then I have to wake up to hell.
I'll have like a lucid dream about something cool, or like I won the lottery or something, and like if you could freeze frame that, then you could say like, oh no. You know, for $100, you know, we'll put you in this tube, and you can keep this dream going, and just stay in it.
Yeah, like I've never had dreams like that. Usually they're not nightmares, but at least like they're never really.
I've had weird ones too, like where it's just that nothing really makes sense, but it seems real.
Yeah, that's usually what mine are, to be honest. And then, or they're really like, I don't know, they're
terrible,
painful. Like, yeah. That's what sucks, is I'll be in pain, and then I'll wake up in pain. I'm like, fuck. That's what I was feeling. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so it's just like, I don't know. Dreaming pisses me off, but I also really dig it. Like, I wish I would have kept going with the patches thing, because, man, I could have maybe gotten into some shit into my psyche and changed it, you know?
Well, those are.
If you can change it there, you change it here.
What's really bad isn't.
Work with each other.
The nicotine patch is fine. What's really bad is. What's that shit that you really don't want to take? There's a stop smoking thing that's fucking awful.
Oh, Chantix?
Yeah.
See, I've had people like tell me that that actually worked great for them, but then I listened to the commercial and I'm like, fuck that. Sounds like what happens to me with antidepressants. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, because 70% of the people it works on fine and it seems to work, but there's like 30% of people, it seems like, at least 30, I think, and they get like destroyed. There was a guy who called and he was telling me about all the things wrong with him now, and he was like, I can't eat. He told me he definitely can't eat mashed potatoes anymore. Mashed potatoes taste like, he said if you were to eat cardboard, mashed potatoes always taste like cardboard to him.
Oh, wow.
And to this day, he still has crazy nightmares, like scariest nightmares ever. and he stopped taking it because of them. And he was like, I was normal before this other than smoking. And he's like, I can't tell you what type of life I live right now. He's like, there was like there was other things too, like certain sodas. So
that sucks. So it like lingered with them.
Yeah, like whatever that's medicine does, I wonder, it's got to have something to do with like kind of like what's it called? Like what they do in Clockwork Orange, that brainwashing. There's got to be some kind of connection where maybe you had mashed potatoes during the time when the medicine went wrong in your brain or something, so that, or maybe the memory or taste buds of whatever's correlating with your brain, it messed up that little fuse in your head. I don't know, like what the hell? Like you can eat other food.
I wasn't worried about things like that. That's even worse. But I was worried about like, well, it's all bad. But I was worried about like while I was taking it, like feeling. The only things I was really worried about is like feeling homicidal or suicidal. I'm like, I don't feel those things unless it's from like a drug, like an antidepressant. That's why I refuse all of those. Yeah, most of the
Chantix stuff wasn't that. Like the stuff I saw was all this type of weird shit. I saw like a lot of shit that's weird, just like any other drug. Within the two that stuck out to me was like suicidal thoughts and shit. I'm like, no, thank you. Well, see, like I feel like if those things happened more, like they might have protected people better. I feel like because all these things were kind of weird shit that they got away with it.
That's terrible, though. The weirder the shit, the more like it shouldn't be. Like that, it's fucking you up permanently. That's worse than the smoking.
Right.
Like, I mean, that's bad. Like, yeah, it's like, no, fuck that. You take your chances smoking. Fuck the pill.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man.
Or there's several other ways to quit now. There's just so many ways to go about it. Like, if you don't like one, there's always another way.
Yeah. Well, guys, we're going to end the show here. Thanks for listening. Thanks to Jesse for coming on. Anything you wanted to plug?
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Whatever at the end here.
Oh, well, as far as what?
I don't know. You can plug in your stuff that you've been doing.
Yeah. Well, it's Jesse J JCS on Twitter, and I'm actually offering more stuff now. And right now, at this moment, it's all by donation, but it's. That's probably going to change with the mirror therapy soon and the sound bowl stuff.
I want to create a link to it or something like on the website on Joe Cronin Show.
I'm starting to do Reiki now, which is cool because now I can actually help people with physical stuff as well, not just emotional and mental. And then later, as I keep going through doing this, I'm going to learn how to go into not just long distance, but all space and time, to where I can go into past and future stuff and play with that area and like help that area. So it gets really cool. So right now that I'm offering that, and it's all by donation, but that stuff I'm still like learning and working on. So it's, just saying it's in like the starting phase. So if you guys want to try it, it's pretty much all encompassing healing. I offer all kinds of stuff. So go ahead and hit me up.
And you guys can message me on Patreon or message him.
You
can message Jesse directly too, but if you want to message me to get a hold of him too, you can do that. And that's it, man. I'm done. Out of nowhere's tonight, and that's it. Hope you leave some comments, leave some likes, let me know. This was Morning Madness, I think episode 131, and I'm out of here. Goodbye. The following is content exclusively available for patrons only on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Thank you guys for supporting what I do.
You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
Exclusively on Patreon.